Hi, friends. So nice to see you. It's me, Christiana Gaudet, your Tarot Fairy Godmother. It's Friday. That means it is time for our Friday weekly wrap up, and it's the last of the year. Oh, my goodness gracious. So, thank you all so much for being with me here live. We will do individual cards in the order that I see them. I'll do a card to wrap up the week, and I'll do a card to wrap up the year as well, because here we are, right? I want to thank all the members who joined me for our Members Only Live last night. If you are a member and you did not get a chance to join us, the replay will always be available to you. It is in the playlist of Members Only videos, of which there are many. So if you haven't checked that out, make sure you do if you are a member here. I do want to remind you I am available for readings as we come into the new year, and also that it's time to get your StarCon ticket, whether you're going to join us in person or online. StarCon begins January 20th. You need to get your ticket. Okay, the link to do that, by the way, is right in the description. Okay, let's get going. All right, here we are. So I worked with this last night, and it was still sitting here this morning. So I thought, all right. Excuse me. It's the Smith-Waite Tarot Centennial Edition that comes in the cute tin. How great is that? It's a standard. So that's what we're going to use today. All right. Let's do, first of all, a card to wrap up the week. So the value of this, so often in tarot, we do like these past, present, future tarot spreads. We have positions that speak to the past. But how do you really do a reading in the context of the past? Well, when we do the Friday weekly wrap-up, we're looking at the very, very immediate past, just the past few days, and looking at what happened, how you did, what you can take forward. Now, if you happen to be with us on Monday for your weekly reading and you got a card then, and you remember what that card was, go ahead and put that in your request, because it's fun to look at the card that started the week and the card that ended the week. All right. Okay. So, to wrap up the week for the collective, the Five of Swords reversed. So to me, this says maybe there has been a greater focus on diplomacy, on communication, on getting along, rather than just yelling at each other. Maybe the people who are just doing all the yelling are being seen for what they are, and maybe cooler heads are prevailing. That's a beautiful thing, whether it's in a family situation, a community situation, or a national situation. Now, if we wanted to put the wrap on the year, how do we wrap up an entire year? I do not know. Let's just pull a card. Page of Swords. This has been, I think, for many of us, a year of learning, a year of trying to figure out what is really true, a year of paying attention to new technologies, a year of figuring out the best ways to communicate with one another. Not a bad thing at all. All right. Peggy Lou Levens, thanks for being a member here. Thanks for being here. I saw your comment earlier. It was accidentally hidden. So I'm just going to do your card first to wrap up your week, Peggy Lou. Oh my gosh, I shuffled, but you got the same card we got for the year. So I think this week you really worked on better communication, figuring out how to respond when other people communicate to you, with you, in ways that you do not like. That's a good thing. All right. Now let me go to the list. And Justine, you're the first on the list. Thanks for being a moderator. Thanks for being a member. Your Monday card was the Six of Cups reversed. And thanks for using members only emojis. So you started with the Six of Cups reversed. And we end with the Three of Cups reversed. And you say you were not able to meet with the friend that you had hoped to meet with. So that really makes sense. And I think there's a lot there about, the memories of the past, the things that were good, the things that were not so good. All of that is inherent in this card, that this week, and I think we tend to do this in that in-between week on the way up to New Year's, we do tend to think not only about the past year, but about all of the past. And that can be a very bittersweet thing. The important thing is never to have it be about regret, always about learning. Febborn, nice to see you. King of Swords reversed is how you started, and you end with the Eight of Swords. So I feel like this week there has been a lot on your mind. There is a lot that you're thinking about. There is a lot that you are, trying to figure out. And I think sometimes you get yourself stuck in your own thoughts. And I think that may have been the case this week. And so going forward, it's really about not letting your thoughts be a cage for you. All right. Smile Soul 20, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Here is a card for your wrap-up, Smile Soul 20. The Page of Pentacles reversed. Did you have this week off? I feel like you might have been able, one way or the other, to take some time for yourself, which is certainly what was really needed. So that's a beautiful thing. Okay, Chara Saddlemeyer, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. You and Justina, you had the Queen of Wands to start, and you end with the Empress reversed. And I think this is you sort of figuring out your next phase of life. Not that you have to do that in a day or a week, but figuring out kind of where you go next and how you do it and how you need to expand yourself to fit into some new roles. And for Justina, she had the King of Cups to start. And she ends the week with the Nine of Swords. There may have been some things that happened this week or some things that she thought about this week that were somewhat upsetting. And so she may be dealing with some things where she needs to find some answers or hold space for sorrow or find some way of processing some stuff. All right, Christina R., nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Oh, Smile Soul 20, you had 10 days off. You needed that. Big time. So good. All right, Christina R. Monday, you had the Two of Cups reversed. And you end also with the Nine of Swords. I think this has been a hard week, just trying to think about everything that's going on, the people that you're worried about, the changes that you're making in your life, and trying to get it all sorted. And I really do believe that you have it sorted and you know what you're doing, but it's been hard. It's been hard. Now for Karen, Five of Swords, always a battle these days. So sorry to say that, Karen. And when we look at just lost my train of thought there. Sorry. Karen Winkle. Five of Swords. That's how you started the week, and there may have been some battles for you this week, internally or externally. When we look at how you end the week, the Eight of Pentacles. I think there's a real lesson here, that problems have solutions, and you're good at finding solutions. And I think that's what you did this week, and I think that's what you'll do anytime a problem arises. You must trust that you will find the solution, or you'll find the person who will find the solution, which is just as good. So it's all about trusting yourself. Wrap-up cards for the year. That's an interesting thing, Justina. I'm sorry, Justine. Sorry, we have a Justina and a Justine here. Justine Osina. It's a delayed A on that. Requested a wrap-up for the year. So time-wise, I don't think I can get to everyone today to do that. But I do agree it's a good idea. Maybe I'll try to come on tomorrow and do that. or even on Monday or something like that. I think it's a great idea in the next few days, but I'm not going to have time to do that for everyone today, but it is a brilliant idea and we should. I'll try to make it happen. You know, I might have said that we should do that today. You're not wrong, Justine. I might have said at some point that, oh, maybe we'll do that. But today it's just not going to work out because who would have thunk on the 30th of December I would be so much in demand, but I am. So I don't think it was on you. I think it's on me. And I will find the time, but not today because that's how it has worked out. But yeah, I think I did at some point say, oh, wouldn't that be fun? Because it's a no-brainer, right? We should. This is, I think, were we doing this last Christmas, last New Year's? I don't know, man. I feel like all of this has just sort of developed so quickly here on YouTube. And I'm still trying to figure out all the things that we can and should do. And that is definitely one of them. So I probably did say that. So I apologize. And we'll find a way to get to it in the next few days. Maybe I'll even have to come in and come on like Sunday. We'll figure it out, though. It's a good idea. All right. Von Ray, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. And here's a card for you. King of Swords reversed. I think this week, you've been really thinking about what is true, what is possible, what is not true. What have you been told is true that is not true? What have you been told isn't true that is true? All of that. So it's all about the search for truth for you, Von Ray. Always a good thing. Not always an easy thing, but a good thing. Justine, yeah, I don't know if I was here this time last year. If I was, it certainly wasn't to the extent that I am right now. So yeah, I think all of this was kind of a 2022 thing. Seriously. All right. Ashley, a card to end your week, certainly. The Star. I think this week you did great healing work, great spiritual work, great being open to wonderful possibilities. So Cassandra, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. What we're doing today is a card to wrap up this past week. Just discussing here with Justine the idea that we really should do a card, like we should do 2 card readings for everybody to wrap up one year and open up a new year. I'm not going to do that today, but I'm going to try to get it done either before the end of this week or maybe in the beginning of next week. So it'll happen. It'll happen, but not today. But today, we can wrap up the week, and I thank you for being here, Cassandra. I thank you for being a member, and I thank you for using members-only emojis. All right, so wrapping up your week, Cassandra. 2 of Wands reversed. I think there's a lot of thinking about this week about what has been working for you and what hasn't been working for you and trying to figure out how to do things differently. Just make sure when you do that, you don't do it from a self-critical place. And Raquel. Okay, Raquel, to wrap up your week, the 9 of Wands. This has been a tough week. I think you, along with your daughter, have been doing this whole thing about what's hurtful, what's going on in your life that isn't working, that is hurtful, and how do you switch it up? How do you make change? And I don't know that you've come up with your solution to make change, but you have, I think, come up with some solution, not solution, but concept that change is necessary. And that's the first step. So I think this week you've really started thinking about what needs to change. The next step is going to be figuring out how it needs to change. Hey, Tarot with Caro. So nice to see you. Thanks for being here. That's a fun channel. If you want to check out another fun channel, go check out Tarot with Caro. She's fun. All right. Claire C., so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. We really appreciate you. Monday, you had the 7 of Wands. And now you have the 3 of Swords. You are really going through it. Really doing some deep thinking and deep feeling about all of it. The past, the present, the future, everything. Reevaluating everything. And it does feel like over time you have lived through a lot of difficulty without having time to process it, just putting one foot in front of the other and doing what you have to do, and you're great at that. But now you're recognizing you've got some space to process and do things differently. It's not easy, but you're doing it. And that's what you need to do. Enchanted Bohemian, Diana, thanks for being here. And I know on your other channel you are a member, and we appreciate that. And here is a card for you to wrap up your week, Enchanted Bohemian. The Three of Wands reversed. It feels like you're going through a lot of ideas and a lot of changes about what you're going to do, what you're not going to do, doing this, doing that, not doing this, not doing that, but doing the other. And that's all good. It's process. You're going through the process to figure things out, and that's good. Not easy, but good. Pamela's Insight. Thanks for being a moderator here. Monday, you had the devil. How has the week been treating you, Pamela? Let's see. How are we? Four of Swords. Devil and the Four of Swords. I would say this has been a week of healing. Body, mind, spirit, taking time for yourself, allowing yourself the energy of healing, which is very necessary. So good for you. Autumn Pond, you are indeed in time for a card. It doesn't bother me when you're late at all. I'm just sad because I'm sad I missed you. But today I did not miss you. And thank you so much for being here. So let's see what we got here for you, Autumn Pond. Eight of Swords. I'm wondering if this week had some anxiety attached to it for you. If you've been doing some thinking, trying to figure things out, feeling stuck in some way. The thing you need to remember is don't think yourself into a corner. You're not stuck, even if you're feeling that way. You're not. Stella Hall, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. The Four of Pentacles reversed. So, this week, I wonder if someone tried to push your boundaries a little bit. And, were you okay with where you landed on that? This is an admonition to sort of check. Are your boundaries firm? Do you know what your boundaries are? Are you comfortable with enforcing your boundaries? Are there relationships where your boundaries are getting pushed? If so, why, and what can you do about it? Betty Flesher, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members only emojis. Monday, you had, sorry, I just overscrolled. Give me a minute. Betty, Monday you had the Six of Swords. And now you end up with the Three of Swords. And I did a class on this. I don't know if you've seen the video or if you took the class, where I look at the doubles of suits. Like Justine had it. She had Three of Cups, Six of Cups. You had Three of Swords, Six of Swords. I find a lot of power when numbers are doubled within suit. That happened to Justine today. It's happening to you. And when I say I find a lot of power there, I just think there's a lot to contemplate. And for you, Betty, with that Six of Swords, you very logically power through. But with that Three of Swords, you don't always make room for your own feelings. And so this week, there may be a lesson here about keeping room and making room and keeping space for your own feelings, and your own feelings matter. Martha Vink, I haven't seen you in so long. Thanks for being here. We know where you've been, though. Martha has simultaneously, she's a pastor, and this is a pastor's busy season. She's been doing all the Christmas services and all the things, and her father's been having health issues, so we know where she's been all week. Hope it was a good week. Hope your dad's doing better, and hope you all sung the songs really pretty. That's like my favorite part, right? All the Christmas songs. All right. Here we go. Martha, here is your wrap-up card, Strength. Man, I know my answer to my question. You did great. You did such a good job being the shepherd that you are there to be for your congregation and for your family. So well done. Now you owe yourself some downtime with your animals. Seriously. Horse Van Dunn, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Here is a wrap-up card for you. You got the Queen of Pentacles reversed. I wonder if there's a way you are not feeling well this week, or you're not feeling organized enough, or things are feeling a little out of sorts. One way or the other, I feel like some attention to your own self-care is necessary. Right, strength is such a good card for a pastor, right? Absolutely, agreed. All right. Judy Mnuchin, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Here's your wrap-up card. 8 of Swords. Jean, I feel like this week you've been in a state of anxiety. Breathe, breathe, breathe. It's so important to breathe. Do breathing exercises. I feel like lung health might be an issue here. Breathe and heal, breathe and heal. That's what's important. Raquel, I think Cassandra came in and requested for it, and I remember what it was. It was the 9 of Wands. Figuring out that healing is needed, not necessarily figuring out how to heal, but figuring out that healing is needed. Amber A., nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Okay, Amber A., here we go. The Devil. Amber, this may have been a tough week. It may have been a week of overindulgence. One way or the other, this week, it probably is time to do some deep thinking about what you're attached to, what's working and what's not working. Aria Wilson, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for you. The Hanged Man. I think this week you might have had some time to yourself. You might have done some deeper introspection. You might have had to be a little patient with other people. But in all of that, remember that this is a card that brings us enlightenment. And so you may have had some good insights or good thoughts that bring you to a place of enlightenment. And that's a beautiful thing. Syria Shakir, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Yeah, Jeannie, you can't push the process. Just breathe, just breathe, just breathe. You'll be okay. Okay, and I think the anxiety is the worry that you're not going to get better, but you will. You will. Okay, Syria Shakir, the Queen of Cups. This week I think you did a good job just remembering that you are loved, that you have people around you that you love, and what a blessing that is. Teresa C., nice to see you. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. Thanks for using members-only emojis. The King of Cups reversed. This week you might have had a lot of feelings about a lot of things, and you might have kept it to yourself. Was that a good idea? Maybe. But, don't keep it from yourself. Make sure you process the things that you're feeling, whatever they are. Sadness from the past, fear, apprehension, looking to the future, you're making big changes in your life. All of that's scary, but it's all good. Remember, you're on the right path, but allow yourself to feel what you're feeling. Okay, Peggy Lou, a card for Bill. He has a cold. All right. So when we look at this past week for Bill, Temperance. Bill, I think it's all about learning to be patient and learning to find the right solution for all the situations. Okay. Yeah, Pamela's insight. I think that's what we need to do. Leaving and entering, 2 cards. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow afternoon after the Psychic Sampler, maybe? 2 separate broadcasts, or the same broadcast extended. I don't know. Any ideas? I'm open to it. Maria Pia, I feel like I haven't seen you in the longest time. Thank you so much for being here. Here is your wrap-up card. All right. And thank you all for the feedback. I really do appreciate it. I really do read it. I don't always read it aloud, but I see it. Thank you. Okay. Maria Pia, wrapping up your week. You're the second one to get this. The 9 of Wands. This may have been a tough week, or you may be dealing with some tough things in general. The focus is on where do you need to be patient, where do you need to heal, and where have you done enough and it's time to walk away. That's what you have to be thinking about. Sam, thank you for being here. Here's a wrap-up card for you. The Ace of Wands reversed. I wonder if you've been feeling tired this week. I don't know if it's just been a time of rest or if you've not been feeling well, but allowing yourself time to find your inspiration and to find your energy is really what you need. PL Day, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. We appreciate you. Ace of Cups. This week, you may have spent time with a special person or special people. You may have been reminded of how much you are loved and that you are happy to have certain people in your life that you love. This bodes very well for what this week was and what the new year will be for you, recognizing that love is the most important and most powerful energy of all. Jackie Masters, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Thanks for using members only emojis. Here is a wrap-up card for the week. Jackie, 5 of Cups. There may have been this week some sadness or some upset, but also a reminder of the good things that are there and a reminder that both can exist at the same time. We can be sad and happy at the same time, and that's okay. Okay, Denise, nice to see you. Denise Woods. Thanks for being here. All right, here is a card for you, and then we'll do Jerry. Okay, Denise. The 2 of Wands reversed. So I think this week, you're not really sure. You're not sure like what the future is going to hold, what you're going to want to do, what the new year is going to hold. You just don't know. And I think this week you just got into that space of not knowing, and that's okay. It's okay not to know. Now, for Jerry, Two of Wands reversed, Ace of Wands reversed. I think the not knowing and to some extent the not feeling entirely enthusiastic, I think it's both of you. And I think that's an energy that's bouncing back and forth between the two of you. And I think each of you as individuals need to find you need to find what makes you happy as individuals. You can't make each other happy until you each figure out what's going to make yourselves happy. That's the thing. And I think maybe this week you came to some of that. Peggy Lou, Bill's card was temperance, finding appropriate solutions and being patient. What he needed to do this week. I don't know if he did it or not, but that's what he needed to do. All right, Quinn, nice to see you. Here's a card for you. Why did I give you 2 cards? No one else got 2 cards, but somehow I wanted to give you 2 cards. Not that it helped. The 7 of Cups, and then I decided you also need the 6 of Wands reversed. This may have been a tough week for you, my friend. And I think what you have to do is do not give in to dark imagining. Recognize that you have not always been trained to know that you have options, to know that you have choices. And there may be some things in your life that really do limit your choices. But don't put more limits where there shouldn't be limits. Be careful about limited thinking. Okay, cards for Tonda and Amy. Okay, Tonda. Tonda, this may have been a little bit of a difficult week. But you are reminded that even in spaces of difficulty, you are loved. Amy. Amy, Six of Swords. I think this week you thought about your way forward, what you want to be doing, how you want to be doing it, and made some good plans. Nalini Kalu, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Here is a card for you. The Queen of Pentacles reversed. I think this week you may have spent some time sort of thinking about what you learned as a child that helped you and what you learned as a child that didn't help you that you have to unlearn now. Well done. Lydia, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. A card for you and for your boyfriend, most certainly. Lydia, you get the Hermit. You know, there are times when I think you are feeling lonely and you don't want to be lonely. But I also feel like you have a lot of wisdom, and it's really important to lean into that wisdom. So this is an energy for this week that was, but I think it's an energy going forward as well. And for your boyfriend, the Six of Wands reversed. I think this week, and I think it's been a thing, where the boyfriend is not feeling in his power. He's not feeling his own strength. And that may be why you're feeling lonely, because if he's not there for himself, he's not there for you either in ways that he would like to be and you would like him to be. So with this, I feel like it is really important for both of you to stay focused. And you're the one with the lamp of wisdom. So you have to hold that spiritual wisdom, not just for you, but for him too. Okay. Hey, Diana, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. All right. From my perspective, I have gotten to the end. If you're here and you haven't requested a card, but you want one, go ahead and ask now. If I accidentally missed you, I am so sorry, mea culpa. Please request now. It's last call for readings, y'all. Okay, the Devil. Amber, not sure how the Devil relates to you. So easygoing week, didn't have enough money to overindulge. So could the Devil have to do with money stuff? Could it have to do with debt? Or wishing that your finances were different? It could have to do with that as well, certainly. All right. And again, that can have to do with attachments, you know, like where are you feeling like you have enough and where are you not feeling like you have enough? And that can be money, energy, all kinds of things. All right. Other thoughts, other questions? I will figure out a time to do a separate broadcast for the end of one year and the beginning of another. It'll happen in the next few days. I'll let you know when. I want to thank all of you so much. I'll be back tomorrow with your Saturday Psychic Sampler at the very least. But while I got you here, Amber, it could definitely be, that sounds right. Thank you. Good. Yeah, sometimes you got to talk a card out to figure it out for sure. I want to thank you all for being part of my world this year. Really making an effort to grow this channel and to make this happen, and all of you being here to build this community. I appreciate you so much. You're like other than having grandchildren, you are one of the best things that happened to me this year. Thank you so much. Okay, let's see. Lit, a card for you. Yes. Wrapping up your week, the Three of Cups reversed. I feel like you didn't have enough fun this week. Maybe there were friends that you wanted to spend time with that you didn't get a chance to. Maybe you just weren't in the mood, or maybe you weren't feeling well. But I feel like you are owed some fun. I'm just saying. All right, my friends, I will be back tomorrow with Saturday Psychic Sampler. We will get a year-end, New Year thing in the next few days. I appreciate all of you. Special thanks to the members, the moderators. And remember to get your StarCon tickets. I appreciate all of you. Please remember to like this video. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Oh, Sam, glad Peggy Lou brought you here. That's fabulous.